What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to my very first ever vlog series. Bear with me, this is my very first one, so I'm still getting used to this whole setup. But finally getting this thing going after about 4 or 5 years ago. I was supposed to start this vlog video when I was still prepping for my bodybuilding shows and everything like that. But it's been a long time coming. Finally getting this thing going. So for my very first vlog video, I'm gonna take you guys through a full day of eating. So right now, not prepping for any shows or anything like that. Not cutting. I'm actually trying to put on size right now. So we are trying to bulk, which means going into a caloric surplus to try and grow, to try and put on weight, put on muscle mass. But in the same token, trying not to put on too much fat at the same time. So I'm gonna take you through meals 1 through 5 right now. I'm eating about 5 meals a day. So let's get this thing started. All right, you guys, so we are in the kitchen now. And our first meal of the day is gonna be oatmeal. So we got oatmeal, some almond milk, some protein powder, and throwing a little bit of almond butter in there too. Pretty simple. Vanilla ice cream flavored. Tastes like normal vanilla. Now the key is to first get your oatmeal. So we got our oatmeal. I'm gonna go ahead and right now, because we are bulking, we're gonna go for about 60 grams. A little more. There we go. 1 more gram. Almost there. And perfect. Oh, that's alright. 61's fine. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna add our almond milk. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, grab our oatmeal. Now you can see it's nice and warm. Now from here, this is the key. So now you go ahead, scoop that protein powder, put it in there like that. So the main reason why you don't put your protein in before you put it in the microwave, usually when you put it in the microwave it gets super clumpy and it's like this kind of weird funky consistency. So that's the whole reason why we don't do that. Now we got our PB2. Let me just zero this out for you guys. Do this like every single day. So basically we're gonna go for about 1 serving size, so about 16 grams. Kind of running out a little bit. Oh, that's good. 17 is good too. Probably if I was prepping, there's no way I would be doing any of this. But not prepping for any shows or anything like that. Just kind of keeping it clean. Sprinkle on some honey. Make it taste good. Oh, forgot one more key ingredient. So next thing we got, bam, some Himalayan salt for a little sweet and salty flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle that on. Now from here, because the oatmeal is nice and warm already and it's cooked, you can kind of just mix it up in there. Should blend pretty well. So I like this whey protein isolate too. It's because it kind of mixes well. Doesn't really get too clumpy or anything like that. Mix that in. Turn on the light. Mix that in. So now we got kind of like a vanilla, honey, peanut butter kind of flavor. Yeah, throw that in there. It's about 12 grams. That should be good right there. And this is my meal 1. Very good. Got oatmeal all on my lips and everything. So a lot of people wonder, basically, how can I eat oatmeal all the time without getting tired of it? So there's 2 different types of oatmeal. You get your old-fashioned oats, and you also got your steel cut oats. Now the steel cut oats I definitely cannot do, because when that thing cooks, it gets all like mushy and clumpy. But for some reason with the old-fashioned oats, it's basically, it looks just like granola, basically that granola consistency. So that I can definitely do. That old steel cut oats, I can't do it. It's rough. It's definitely rough. I'm gonna go ahead, finish up meal 1, and then today is actually my off day, or active rest day. Off day from working out, but not off day from work. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and then I'll show you guys my next meal, what I'm eating. Alright guys, we are just pulling up at work, aka the dungeon. Got some clients today that I will be training, and I don't even know what I just did with my lunch bag. Oh, there it is. Alright, so for meal number 2, we got 6 ounces of flank steak and a half a cup of cooked white rice. Pull that out. Let me see here. Show you guys what we got. Alright, all packaged in the container, weighed out, ready to go. So we got that right there, 6 ounces of flank steak. Yeah, I like totally lost track of time. I was over here eating my first meal, and I'm like, dang, I got my first client of the day at 2 o'clock today. So we're gonna go ahead, get this meal in, and I will see you guys for meal number 3. Alright guys, camera ended up dying. We are back home from work. Wasn't able to get a meal number 3, but we got meal number 3 right here. So, got some chicken thighs, 6 ounces, and white rice. We're gonna go ahead and get that in. Got some Kind Hawaiian barbecue sauce. Shout out to them. Shout out to Vanessa for giving me the sauce. Gonna go ahead, sprinkle that in, and we're gonna head and get this meal in. So we're currently watching, what's this show about?
Drug trafficking.
About drug trafficking.
Lied to about how much drugs they feed. And obviously, I've been lied to about this part too.
People getting caught drug smuggling.
As Melissa and I were led away, the questions began. Lots and lots of questions.
So yeah, I'm gonna finish this meal, and I'll see you guys for meal number 4, and the last meal of the day, meal number 5. Alright guys, because we are pressed for time tonight and it's getting a little late, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna group meal number 4 with this. So next meal we got is gonna be 6 ounces of flank steak. So we're gonna go ahead, cut that up like that. Food scissors comes in pretty clutch. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna weigh this out first since it's in chunks. Flank steak is pretty lean. Tastes pretty good though. Alright, that's a little bit less. A little bit less. A little bit more. Alright, we'll go with that. So about 6 ounces of flank steak. So we're gonna go ahead, cut this up into bits. And because it's a little late already, we're not gonna really have too much carbs with this meal. So we're gonna go ahead and almost make basically like a steak salad. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that up. Put a napkin over it. Throw this in the microwave. Let that heat up a little bit. And then any greens is usually pretty good. So right now we got lettuce. A little bit of lettuce left. Some water in there. So we're gonna go ahead and break this up. Every time I do this now, I think of that commercial that I just filmed. They have me breaking lettuce like that every time. So I don't know. I just think of that every time I do that now. So not too much salad. Gotta run to the grocery store, as you can see, running pretty low. Alright. That's all good. Pretty simple meal, guys. Again, 6 ounces of flank steak, some salad, not really much salad. That'll do. And then this can throw on like some dressing and stuff like that. Using this right here. Pretty low fat, not too bad. Sweet onion. Go ahead and drizzle that on. Alright guys, that is meal number 4. So we got 1 meal left. Gonna head get this in. See you guys for meal number 5. Bam. Alright guys, it is time for our final meal. I am super tired already, but we're gonna go ahead and it's gonna be a shake. Let's see if that works right there. That works. Alright, so we're gonna get some almond milk, pour that out. And then again we got our, I'll throw in some honey for some flavor, because you know, bulking whatever. I mean, I was trying to avoid carbs, but whatever. So we got that here. So we got a honey. Probably not gonna throw in any almond butter. Actually, we'll throw in a little bit of almond butter. So we got some almond butter. Again, PB2, very similar ingredients to what I was eating with my oatmeal in the morning. Really like that peanut butter and vanilla flavor we got going on. Just gonna head and grab this. So I'm trying to find a good distance for you guys. There we go. So we got our whey protein isolate. I'm gonna go ahead, throw a scoop of that in there. Bam. Whey protein isolate. We're gonna kind of roughly eyeball it right now. About 15 grams. Just gonna get a little sprinkle. Oh, that's good right there. Then drizzle on some honey. Throw that in there. And then after that, kind of like that sweet and salty. So we're gonna go ahead and throw in some pink Himalayan salt in there as well. Get that going. Bam. Alright, so we got that all up in the blender. Oh, gotta make sure of course it's plugged in first. That would definitely help. Turn that on. Alright, so now that's done. I could have honestly probably put this in a shaker bottle, but you know, it's the first vlog for you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little fancy. Alright. Give this a drink. Tastes just like my oatmeal in the morning. Alright, so that basically brings us to, oh, I totally forgot to throw in the almond butter. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Scratch the almond butter. But yeah, we totally forgot that. So much things, and man, it's so late already. So basically, according to my MyFitnessPal I usually use to kind of help track my foods. You know, your calories, your macronutrients, your protein intake, your fats, carbs, everything. It breaks everything down on there for the day, as long as you input it. And right now we are roughly around 1900 calories for the day total, so not bad. I kind of want to start getting up in calories again, closer to the 2000s, 3000s where it should be. But I'm kind of just going based off of my body right now. You don't want to get too fat. You don't want to be eating too much, overeating too fast. So the goal, like I said, is to not put on body fat, but to stay as lean as possible. Quality over quantity. That's always the goal. So, you know, always be smart about it. Don't just start stuffing your face. Try to keep it as clean as possible. I did a dirty bulk maybe like this was after my first show. We actually did a dirty bulk, and oh, man, I think I stepped on stage for my very first show at about 1 145, 143. I was like anorexic looking, skinny looking. But I just remember, man, like my mentality was, we gotta get bigger, we gotta get bigger, we gotta eat, we gotta eat, we gotta lift, we gotta grow. I stopped doing cardio. I started pounding more pizza and cheeseburgers. I mean, I kept it somewhat clean, but I just was eating rice like non-stop. But pancakes was always the go-to at that time. And man, I think after my dirty bulk, I got up to about 185, but it was a bad 185. It was like the 185 to where you're like walking around and man, you're just like getting tired from not doing no cardio, and you put on all that weight, and it's like you hear yourself breathing, and it's like, damn, you know that feeling when you start hearing yourself breathe. That's how you know it's getting real. But I told myself after that, then going into my second show, of course, dropped all that weight, stepped on scale this time at about like 155. I think all the way from 185 to 155 after I was depleted, dehydrated, and everything like that. But moving forward, I told myself, if I'm going through a bulk again, I am not doing a dirty bulk. I'm keeping it as clean as possible, increasing my calories, but coming from whole foods, whole sources. Never again am I doing that crazy dirty bulk. Like, it was cool because I got to eat all that food, but it was bad because it was that prep was rough, trying to lean out and get down to where I needed to be anyway. But yeah, that basically brings me to the end of my very first vlog. Yeah, this is pretty much what I'm eating right now throughout the day. Again, trying to lean bulk. I have whatever, you know, I have some foods on the weekends that I like to eat, but mainly Monday through Saturday, Monday through Friday, or, you know, I'll keep it very, very clean. And then I'll have a meal or two where I enjoy. Even at that though, I'm still not eating as much pizza as I used to. If you've been following me way back when, maybe like years ago, I'd always have pizza every weekend. That slowed down a whole lot. But again, this brings me to the end of my very first vlog. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more.